Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another video. Today we are cleaning the soft top on my Mazda MX-5. Summer is coming and of course we want a clean and protected roof on this beautiful beast. We've got quite some dirt and poop on it already, so it's time to get that out of the way. Clean it, give it a proper coating so the roof looks clean for a few years. Step one is taking a vacuum cleaner and slowly wipe off the first layer of dust to make sure that we already got most of it off before we start watering the roof. So for this part, make sure that you don't vacuum with the cleaner pushed against the top. Go slightly over it to slowly get the dust off. Really give it some time to get the dirt out, so go slowly over it. Make sure to go over it a final time to make sure that you got everything from the first layer of dust. It is really small, but you can just slightly see the difference between the one that I vacuumed and the one that I did not. That was step one, getting off the first layer of dust with a vacuum cleaner. Now it's time to wash the roof itself. I would recommend doing this in a spot that's out of the sun, just in case something leaks on your windows or something and dries up and leaves marks. We don't want that to happen. And also the soap or products that we are going to use to clean up the dirt and poop, if that dries up, it can also leave marks which we cannot easily remove. So step one is making sure our car is in the shadow. The sun is now behind the clouds, but it is actually coming through again in a few minutes, so I will park my car next to my house in the shadow. First we need to move the Mach-E and the Macan before I can park it in the shadow. No startup sound from this beast because it's electric. Our other little vacuum cleaner. For this one we do have a startup sound. Whew. 2 years later, finally done. Luxury problems. For the next step we need a verdekreiniger and a brush to clean the surface. Of course we also have to have a hose to provide us with water. The next step is to make the whole surface wet and to let the water get inside of the small holes here, and then we can start cleaning it. Now we can start by using this verdekreiniger to clean the roof. This is good stuff, so make sure you do quite some on the roof. Try to spray from a distance of 10 to 20 centimeters. Also between these dirty areas where dirt piles up real quick, make sure to do and spray enough over there. And also use a microfiber towel to get off some of the sprays that you just did on your paint. Voila, that's way better. Okay, now we can start using the brush. My camera sadly stopped the recording, but it's time to brush out all of the dirt and make sure to get in between those sticky areas to get all of the dirt out. We need to have a foam layer on top of the roof that afterwards we can spray off, of course. Make sure to do it in circles to get all of the dirt out. And to get in those smaller areas, I have another brush. I might need a thicker one. If you notice that the surface is becoming dry, just spray some more. No worries at all. And to get in between those tighter areas, I have another brush so that I can really get all of the dirt out without leaving anything behind. Also try to go in between the roof as well, as dirt might get in there with a smaller brush. So that looks like we've got everything from this side. Time for the next side. Let's spray a little bit more of that cleaning spray. Voila, now we can start brushing. Again and again. Same strategy, circles all over the place. I think that's it for the roof. Perfect. Now we can start by washing that soap and dirt off. That's it. The roof is nice and clean. Now it needs to dry for an hour. And after that we can apply the coating to make it waterproof and protected for a few years. So what I have is this big microfiber towel to wipe off all of the wet areas. Really handy. With one towel you can clean and dry the whole car. But first I'm going to put the car back into the sun so it can dry a bit quicker. First I will dry the areas on the paint so that leaves no marks when it dries up in the sunlight. We can already see that the roof has become so clean. I can't see any of the dirt anymore. This looks way nice. That was step 2. We actually cleaned the whole surface of the car. Now we need to dry it, and I'm also going to use that big towel to make sure that the roof is dry. Look at that. Oh, that's so clean. Perfect. Perfect. Now we wait an hour and then I'll see you guys back. Can we have a moment to appreciate how clean it is already looking? The soft top just looks brand new with this first step of cleaning, and we still need to do the coating to protect it. I think for the first time cleaning the soft top, I've done a good job already. So the next step requires the soft top to be dry, and we also need to mask off the car to make sure that we don't get any spills of the protection that we're going to put over the soft top on our paintwork. What I have here is some basic protection foil from just a local shop here. Let's see, how big is this kind of stuff? Can we do this open as well? Yeah. Layer of protection. This might take some time, so I'll see you guys when the masking is finished. I probably didn't do the best job, but I made it work. And the car is now wrapped up, ready to apply the first coating of waterproofener on the MX-5. That took quite a while. Oh yeah, how can I forget? We also have to do this part as well. So I'm not finished. Et voila! Everything's finally wrapped up, ready for the first coating. Finally. For the last part, we first use a lint roller to get off all of the dust that accumulated while we were waiting and drying in the sun. Why is there so many wind today? Right when I tried this wrapping job my first time, they always do this, like, come on man. Oh no, I need to make sure that I don't break it. Finally, after taping some more bits of the wrap, I can start with the coating layer. I've got this Verdec Impregnere, whatever, some German product that must be real good. Let's try. Let's start with layer 1. We have got wind from there, so we need to be careful that we don't spray too much on the cars over there. Let's go. We just want a soft layer. Let's wait for the wind. There's a lot of it going to the other side. Come on. There's never been so much wind here, and now when I need to do something with the coating, there's so much wind. That's it for layer 1. Now I'm gonna use a small brush like this to get in between the stickier areas and the crevasses on the side. Now we let it sit and dry here for a moment. I will come back. And we'll come back in about 30 minutes or so when the coating has been dried up. Now we only need to apply the last layer, and then we can put it inside and let it prime for like 12 hours or something. Stupid dust. Let's see, yeah? Now we do it from the other side. That's more than enough, and then the small brush to get in between the crevasses on the sides. So we go from here to here. I hope this will go way easier than the time it took me to put it on. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now with my towel I will go over some minor drops on the windows here. Wipe it off, clean. That's how it should be. Perfect. Man, I'm tired. I didn't thought this would take that long. I think I started at 3 p.m. or something. Now it's 6. The only thing left for us to do is to put the beast inside and let it rest for about 12 hours. So I will see you guys tomorrow. It's insanely hot in here. Whoa. Perfect. Whew. Fresh air. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Wow, the result is absolutely clean. And what a change this is. I think that we can conclude that this cleaning job was a real success. If you found this helpful, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Also, let me know where you will be enjoying your soft top roadster this summer. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.